Okay guys, as you may be aware if you follow Assetto Corsa on Twitter, there's a new DLC pack coming towards the end of the year, the Ferrari 70th anniversary celebration pack. So the reason they've announced it so soon is because, we'll get to that in a minute, but the cars, basic cars in the pack are as listed there. The main one I'm looking forward to drive, probably the 2004 F2004 F1 car. Have a little look now. The 250 GTO is featured in the pack. A classic race car, quite an old car, probably sounds amazing. Gonna have my favourite type of handling in these cars. Next up is a 1967 330 P4, again a classic car, and again a car that I'm not really, I mean it looks great and it's a classic, but I'm not really thrilled to be driving it. Next up the 312, another classic Ferrari car. Again, I'm not overly looking forward to driving this car. Again, the GTO. It's a classic car. I really love Ferraris, but I'm more into race cars when it comes to actually racing the cars. I want more modern racing cars. I like the feeling of grip. This car I'm looking forward to a lot more. The F2004 F1 car. This car is one of the fastest F1 cars ever made. I think it still holds some lap records on some tracks, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm actually looking forward to driving the 812 Superfast. This could be a really enjoyable car to drive. Looking by how it's being test driven and stuff, a lot of people are saying it's a very fun car. So that could be if it's done well on a set of course, that could be a really enjoyable car. Next up, we've got something different with this pack. They're giving you a chance to vote for cars that you want in the pack. You can see there, going through the cars there, you got the 430 road car, the 458 Challenge. Now I've not voted for that because I think that's going to be basically a cut and paste of the current 458, and they just tweak it. So I wouldn't vote for that. That's my personal choice. 360 Challenge, that could be an okay car, but again I've not voted for that. Testarossa, the 250 Testarossa Racing, 312 Racing, 51M Racing, F1 Spider 355. That one would have been okay, but it's a road car. If that would have been a race car, I would have probably voted for that. 360 GT, the F50 road car. Now the car that I've voted for is this, the 575C racing car. This is probably more my cup of tea. As you can tell, I like cars with grip. I want traction. I want downforce. I want the feeling of a proper race car. And this is the car out of all the cars that were on there that I felt I would like to see in the game. I know it's probably quite similar to the FXX that's already in it, but I think this is going to be a lot more extreme. Obviously, it's a proper full-on race car, so that's the car that I picked out of the cars that were available to choose from the list. There is other cars that I would have probably gone with, but I really wish they would have had the 355 proper GT car, race car. That would have been something I would have probably voted for, but they didn't have it on the list. Then you got the Enzo road car, the F2007, another good car. But it's very similar to the 2004 car probably. So again, the F1 2017, that's a car that would probably be great fun, but I'm not really that bothered. There's already F1 cars in the game. This car would have been quite a nice car to have. It's a shame they can't put more than one car in from this. Maybe they're gonna pick like 2 or 3, and they're just telling us 1 at the moment, because it would be really nice if there was at least 2 or 3 cars, because that would be a nice car to have in. 360 road car, I'm not really too fussed on that. Prototype, the F33 SP prototype. Again, they're okay cars, but some of these are road cars, it's racing. And one car that I've not voted for, again purely because I think it'd be a cut and paste, is the 488 GTE. You can see now there's the F1 2000. That would be another nice car that would be featured, but again, it's not going to be too dissimilar to the car that's coming in with the pack anyway. Like I said, the 488 GTE, the reason I've not picked that is because I reckon that will be basically a cut and paste in terms of physics and everything from the current GT3 car, and they'll just tweak it. I don't think there'll be massive difference with that car. I know the GT doesn't have ABS, so they'll probably just tweak the settings, and I don't think it'll be as much work for them. Hopefully, I personally think they should add more than one of these cars, because the 488, like I say, and the 458, they could literally just do a cut and paste job and just tweak things and just alter some of the visual things. They wouldn't take that long to get them cars done, so hopefully they might get them cars done. As you can see there, just a little replay from the 458 that's already in the game. So they'd only need to get the challenge model of this car. It wouldn't need much alterations, I personally think. So hopefully, you never know, they might be adding 3 of them cars that they're not telling us. They're just asking us to vote for the cars that they want. I personally think they'll pick 1, and they might even pick 2 others from there that would be easily to do, because the GTE and the 458 wouldn't require much work. They just need to alter some of the handling, and they've pretty much got the model done. They just need to alter handling, so it would be nice if they included them in the game as well. Let me know what you guys think. I know I'm not massively excited about the pack, because I will be getting it, because obviously I want more DLC for Assetto Corsa, but I'm not overly excited purely because I prefer race cars, modern, or even some of the slightly older race cars. You know, you've seen some of the previews of the other videos. I do like race cars if they're from the 90s, except mainly because they've got a grip and they're really fun to drive. They sound amazing. But the older cars tend to, I don't know, something about when games create these older cars, I don't think they get, the grip doesn't feel amazing, and I don't really enjoy them as much as what I reckon you'd enjoy them if you were driving them in real life. You know, maybe I'm just being a bit silly, but I'm more interested in more modern race cars. I do prefer having grip, but obviously I'm excited for the DLC pack to drive it and test it, but I don't think it's going to be my favourite DLC pack that's going to have been released. I still think the last one, with all the Audi race cars, has eclipsed anything that's come before it, and I don't think this will beat that. But I'm really interested to see what they do with the voted cars, what car gets voted in, and whether they decide to do two or 3 of the other ones, because there's a few cars, like I say, like the 458 challenge car, that would require basically no work on their behalf. It just needs very slight alterations. It wouldn't be too dissimilar to what you're viewing here now in terms of physics, handling, so they just need to tweak that very slightly, keep the basic model of the car, maybe have a few visual changes that car has over the GT2 car that we were looking at here, the 458 GT2 car. They probably only have a very few changes, nothing major. And then the 488 GTE car, again, it's not going to have many changes to that car. It's just going to be very slight visual changes that they'll need to do. And obviously in terms of handling, it's going to be very similar. It just needs a few changes. So let's see if they decide to do that. You know, we're not probably going to find out for 3 or 4 months, and we're going to probably get on console. You're probably going to get the latest pack that's on the PC within a month or so. I'm not too sure about the Xbox, because as a lot of you know, there's still a big delay in terms of the private lobbies, which is really frustrating. But they're working hard, I'm sure, and they will get that out very soon. I've not myself been on the Assetto Corsa too much recently, and I've been finding it hard to fit everything in that I want to get done. And we'll be back on soon. Yeah, I literally jumped on and did a quick race in this Ferrari, and I really enjoyed it. I've missed playing Assetto Corsa, so I will be back on very soon. But I've got to try, and with iRacing, you've really got to put 100% into it. So it's about just finding time. I will be able to start finding more time to get these Assetto Corsa videos back out soon, but it's just a case of patience. Anyway guys, I'll be back with more videos very soon. Hope you've enjoyed this little preview. Let me know in the comment sections what you think of the cars released. Some of you guys are probably going to be more excited for them cars than I am, because some people like driving the older type of cars, but it's not my thing. You probably know from the videos I release, I do drive them when I'm testing them, and I can drive them fairly well. I just prefer driving more modern cars. That's just the way I am and the cars I like. Anyway guys, thanks again for watching. I'll be back with more videos very soon, and give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video. Thanks again.
You send sugars on my